Okay, back again. Just continuing on with our little hotel here, and just looking at it, needs a little bit of work, so we can just get our fan and just get a little bit of body, bit of colour happening in here. Maybe a little bit of that yellow ochre around there too, and just a little bit down here. Just the front of it. Like we're getting a bit of light under there. Okay, just about ready to play with a bit of a knife work here, and we're going to do that right now with a bit of that Volution Violet. So it's not too harsh. I was going to go into that, but we won't. Just a little bit lighter, and now we can get a bit of dark happening under here. Okay, bit of that light coming around. Bit of water. We might even put a bit of a puddle in here. Look at that. Get a bit of that colour happening in there. And now we can just play with our roof line. Coming right out. Actually, before I do that, we might even put in a little bit of a bush here, just behind the hotel, just to give it something. Just for a bit of practice. Why not? Let's throw it in, see what happens. Go back to this, get that back in there, make it look like it's behind the pub. Okay, put our knife back up there for a hotel, and we've got a top deck. Might put a little bit of colour on that first. Just a bit of orange, a little bit of yellow ochre there. Let's get rid of that. Okay, back where we were, putting our top deck on the hotel, and get some darks. I'll come back over with the liner with that shortly. Just going to pick up another dark there. Now I can go out. I know we've got all these darks here, but this is the trick now. You watch, we just put this bit of white on there. You can go straight across with it first if you like. And it's going to be our top deck with the, what do you call those things? That wrought iron, that's what I'm thinking of. Bit of wrought iron there, the old white wrought iron. And you can just pat that down, and it actually will look like a wrought iron. We'll get our darks in. We'll also get one of our knives, and I'll pick up a little flat knife. You can use a brush, whatever you like. I like the knives because they leave nice colour in there instead of taking the colour, picking up the colour behind. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of yellow ochre here and just go for a door. Maybe another one down there. We've also got one up here, window, and we can even put some back up in the top deck. Okay, we're going to go over that with a brush shortly, so, but before we do, we'll get those posts in. Well, the whole thing's going to fall down. So get back to that line under there. Here's a post right out the end. We can even get a bit of a line happening in here. Now we can start touching things up so you can see the roof line. Starting to look a bit like an old hotel or old pub. Bush, here we go. Now we can just square up those doors just a little bit. Bit of definition on the end of the deck there. Got another post here. Heaps of posts, they look good. Another one there. Okay, we've got to get some lights on those too, don't forget. Don't forget your perspective. We're going to be going, whoop, we're going the wrong way. Lights going that way. Don't worry about that too much. Just get a bit of muck on the ground there. Just adds to the effect. We're going to clean that and we're going to go straight back to the same spot and put some lights on there. And this is going to bring up our posts in the front of the hotel. Okay. Just very gently reload. You don't get too many shots. Otherwise you'll lose your true value of colour, and I can start picking up all that muck behind, which we don't want. Okay, we can even put in a little bit of this sort of thing, just to make it look interesting. That's all we're doing, playing around. Make it look like an old pub. Don't forget, we've got that awning there over our wrought iron. I hope it looks like wrought iron. All you got to do is put some lights and darks in there, and it does give you that effect of the wrought iron. Yep. And a little bit of light down there as well. The old roof line, run that across there, and we're even going to have that part in there just under the part of the awning. Okay, it just needs a bit of dark under it. It's coming along quite nicely. Okay, a bit of dark around those windows. Just enough to highlight them, not too much. Don't want too much. You can even put some, like the window there itself, just make it look interesting. That's what we're after. Even have a door here that's blacked out because we've got a bit of contrast there, so let's use it. There you go. Starting to look all right. A little bit high there. Just have a look at it, see what you think. Step back, check it out. Okay, we're just about coming up to our next break. It's starting to look all right. We'll keep going just for a minute. There we go. Starting to look all right. Let's put a couple of chimneys in while we're at it. Okay, we can put one right here. Light's coming from that way. So we're going to have a shadow coming down there. And we can even put one over the back there. So that'll just about do us for that session. Come back, lighten those up, finish off the pub. We'll see you shortly.